Hi Cancer, welcome to How I Love Tarot. This is a general reading. I'm going to be looking at 4 different areas of your life: the present position, the strength, the challenge, and what's good in the outcome. Spirit, may I please have the present position for Cancer, please? What does Cancer need to know? What will validate this reading for Cancer? Whoa. Can I have more in the present position? I'm already picking up your energy, Cancer. So for those of you that are not familiar with my work, I'm a psychic and a medium, and Spirit World comes through me to do that, flip these cards over. Anything else for the present position? Thank you. May I please have the, and you want it in the upright, thank you. May I please have the strength for Cancer, please? May I please have the strength? You want it in, which way do you want it? In the reverse, okay. Can I have the strength? Okay. Very interesting dynamic coming out in your reading. So we'll see what all of that means in a minute. May I have the challenge? Spirit wants me to move this over. I get it. I get it. I wonder why this was showing up. Okay, in that way. Thank you. Spirit, may I please have the challenge? That's it. Anything else? Something wants to come out here. Go ahead, Spirit. Let's shuffle one more time. Something wants to come out here in the challenge. I feel like I'm reading the challenge in the present position at the same time is what the spirit world makes me feel. But let's just see if anything else comes out for the challenge. Thank you. Okay. Can I have the what's good in the outcome for Cancer? What can Cancer expect? What will inspire them, motivate them, and give them the information they need to make the difficult choices that they have to make in their life? Spirit, may please have the outcome. What's good in the outcome for Cancer? Some strange cards coming out for you, Cancer. When I say that, I mean energy-wise. Spirit, what's good in the outcome for Cancer? What's good in the outcome? Need more information for the outcome, Spirit. Oh dear me. I feel like I got to read the outcome before I read anything else, but we'll see. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Spirit, which way should I read it? How do you want me to begin? Start at the beginning, they said. Okay, so what we have, so I've pulled your oracle cards first. If you're interested in that particular deck, it's a really great deck. It's called the Magical whatever spell cards. Very good deck. Anyway, so lots of cards came out for you in the oracle. So in the present position, and this is meant to validate that this is your reading. Now, if you can't take the present position, either you're watching the reading too early, put it in a playlist, come back in about 2 to 3 weeks, look at it then. If the present position still doesn't make sense to you at that point, then this is not your reading, okay? And just come back to one of my other readings at another date. So what we have here is deep, sweet sleep, dream, and fertility. Spirit, bring it forward. Why do I have these cards here for Cancer? Sleep that's deep and lasts till morn, wondrous dreams for the days reborn, fertility. Let all take root, seed and sprout, let new life be all about. Okay, let me see what's going on with your tarot. We have the Page of Swords in the reverse. We have the Death card in the upright. We have the Knight of Cups in the reverse, and we have the Nine of Swords in the upright. So you're anxious about something, Cancer, very, very anxious. And for those of you that are not sleeping well, you're going to have to force yourself to sleep. Now, let me switch hats here. I'm saying this as a clinical psychologist. I've been in the field for 30 years. If you're worrying and it's keeping you up at night, you know, your body and your mind and everything that comes through your spirit occurs during the nighttime. So it's really, really important, if you're not getting sleep, if you have insomnia, that you have to make yourself sleep, okay? And what I mean by that is visiting your doctor and talking to them about the fact that you cannot sleep, and let them recommend what they need to recommend for you. But especially if it's going on, if it's a reoccurrence, please make yourself sleep if you've gone more than one night with insomnia, all right? Because then that leads to all other kinds of problems, and you're not really making decisions based upon a good night's sleep. You're making it on a reaction. So also, Spirit shows me here in the dream state is your dream state is quite active now. So for those of you that are able to get sleep, you're having an interference in your dreams, and you're having, some of you may be having some nightmares, right? Because we have the Nine of Swords here. But you're having or you're waking up at night, your worries are waking you up, and there's just like, it feels like what it feels like is, you know, you've planted many seeds, you're waiting for them to sprout, to bring new life in, to understand what direction to go in. But it feels like you're in this stage of not being able to move things in the direction that you want to move them in, right? Because here in the Knight of Cups in the reverse, Spirit, bring it forward. We have disappointment, and we have this kind of energy around you. Could be recent energy, but there's kind of this jealousy about you. Not you being jealous. I don't really pick that up about you, but I pick that up about others. Even though they may see you struggle and hear, like, you may share it, I don't know. There's some envious people around you. So now, Spirit also makes me feel that there's a situation around you that really it should be moving forward more smoothly than it is. It should be you bringing your best foot forward and then them meeting you halfway. And it feels as if that's not happening right now, right? So it's creating a lability in your mood. Lability, label, labile mood means when you go up and down in your mood. And so here in the Page of Cups in the reverse, sorry, the Page of Swords, we have kind of like, I do feel like somebody is working in your favor here to manipulate a situation that you're involved with and to get you where you need to be. But it's haphazard action. It's a series of reactions. I don't feel like this situation has to do with forward thinking. It's like one reaction after the next, and you're involved somehow in that mess. And I don't think it's because of you. I just feel like you're involved in it. And it does feel like they're trying to speed up the situation in the background, and you may not be aware of that. And so it is, there's a lot of smoke and mirrors going on around you. Now, as a Cancer, you can feel that disruption. And so it's not easy for you in the present position. And it may be one of the reasons why you're feeling more anxious when, you know, logically, when you're looking at something or looking at the situation, you're saying to yourself, none of this makes sense. Why am I losing sleep? Everything's going the way it's supposed to be going. And, you know, but what's really happening is you're picking up the undercurrent of what's happening involving you. And Cancers do that notoriously and don't recognize it as something that's occurring to them, about them, with them, but you'll have validation at a later point, right? So now I don't think it's something negative. It's just that you're getting caught up. I feel like there's a lot of conversation about you, to be honest, in this situation. Let's talk about the Death card, transformation. Spirit, bring it forward. Why is this going on in the present position for Cancer? You are so sick of endings. Cancer. You're so sick of it. And you're so sick of starting again. You're so sick of transformation. You're so sick of the transition and the metamorphosis and ending of a cycle and the beginning of the new. And you're pretty damn tired. You're fatigued. And yes, will you do it? Will you learn? Will you grow? Yes, you will. But it's not like you want to do it, right? So that's showing up in your energy in the present position. It's like, I was going to swear there. Let me not swear. It's kind of like WTF, why can never something just be simple? Why can't 1 and 1 equal 2? Why does 1 and 1 have to equal 55? And then I have to solve it and fix it and deal with it and straighten everything out. I don't know, Cancer, it's just the way it is. That's happening to a lot of Cancers right now, where as much energy as you're putting into things is as much disruption happening all around you, and it's not your fault. That's what I do see really, really clearly. Now, Spirit wants me to go into a bit into the outcome that really has to do with this present position, and it has to do with this this transformation that's happening. We have the Two of Cups in the reverse. We have the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Page of Cups in the reverse, and we have the 5 of Cups in reverse. So stability, so bring it in, Spirit. Tell me more about why the present position has to do with the outcome. Out with the old, in with the new is what Spirit is telling me. And in this, there is partnership that has to occur, but the partnership that's occurring is not occurring smoothly. So there's this is like the second time Spirit has done this to me in a few months. I don't know why they do this. It's quite funny when they do, though. They just brought up that Star Wars reference. There's a disturbance in the Force. I don't I don't watch Star Wars and all of that. I'm not a fan of all of that stuff. But it's really funny when they bring it up in a reading though. So they're telling me that you can pick this up in the outcome, and it's almost kind of like what's happening here is, so there's some kind of financial recovery that's taking place in the outcome that has to do with this present position. It does feel like you're recovering or you're dealing with finances and improving your situation. And so, and that has to come, that comes from loss, that comes from a broken down situation. It could be, for some of you, it could be it came from just needing to change everything around you because it just needed to happen. And here and again, we have relationships, right? So in the outcome, now you could be dealing with people, or you could be walking into a situation where there's a lot of emotional immaturity, a lot of insecurity, a lot of disappointment, a lot of blocks in this energy. And so you're walking into a situation that has a lot of negativity. There's a lot of blockage in that energy. And so it's almost like, you know what it feels like, Cancer? It feels as if you're being protected from going into this full force, right? And it's almost as if the powers that be here in the present position that are aligning things for you and getting rid of dead weight, or things that are not working out, or relationships or commitments that are not working out, it feels as if they're having problems with it as well. There's a lot of stress in this situation. So what we have in the outcome is you kind of making the situation better, because there's an acceptance that it is what it is, right? And everybody's going to move on. You're going to find peace in the situation. You understand the situation and that people are experiencing personal setbacks. And there's a compassion in your ability to forgive them and not judge the situation, right? So moving away, distancing yourself from that feeling that you can pick up really palpably. I can't say that word, but anyway, you can pick it up really strongly. So your present position has to do with your outcome, and there's good stuff coming out in the outcome, but they wanted me to tie that into the outcome. So let me move away from the outcome for a moment and go into the challenge. So there is a need to do a lot of studying. We've got study and we've got inspiration. Now it's coming up in the challenge because you're not inspired to study or to focus your energy in filling in the gaps and getting yourself to where you need to be in the environment that you're in. And so Isis, goddess of magic, I ask thee to bring your inspiration to me. So it's almost like I mean, Cancer, you, right? And when you don't want to do something. And when Cancer doesn't want to do something, it's really hard for them to find internal motivation to do it if the inspiration is not there, because you're doing it out of logic. You're not doing it with a fire in your belly. But let me tell you, this is going to pay off in the end, right? So do what it is that you need to do and I'm talking about an area of research or study or learning something that will put you head and shoulders above where you need to be. Because this time next year, if you are able to do this will put you in a really incredible place. However, finding the motivation to do it is very, very difficult. Now, in the challenge, we have the Magician in the reverse. And so this is, when the Magician's in the reverse for Cancer, you really are in your physical energy and you're really having to force yourself to do things that you really don't want to do. Now, the thing about it, Cancer, is that you're extremely smart, and there's a feeling of insecurity here, or a lack of confidence in the situation. But what you're not realizing is, and there's lack of passion, right? Look at that, Queen of Wands in the reverse. So the challenge is this situation that you're dealing with to get ahead. But you've got to do it, right? If you want the outcome that you desire, and I'm going to get into that outcome because I can feel it, I can see it. I was picking it up as the reading was going on, but I'm going to get into the outcome at the end. So that's the challenge, right? There's no passion in it. And as the situation gets more and more kind of jumbled and inside out and upside down, it feels as if you are just kind of introverting into yourself, really just keeping out of everybody's way, and hoping that it will just work itself out. And I think that's a good place to be. It's hard not to get involved, because what you're getting back is, and it's not focused on you, and this is what you have to understand, the negativity is not focused on you or about you, but you're getting caught up in the crossfire of it for some reason. So stepping away, stepping back, and just doing you, studying on what you need to focus on. There is stuff for you to do in the meantime while all of this is getting sorted out. And I do see for some of you, there's an extended amount of study that you have to do. Now, this is not about a subject that you're passionate about, in that, you can study it and just study it to all hours of the night. This is the kind of stuff that you can study for like 15 minutes and then you're bored senseless, right? You want to slip into a coma, it's so boring. But you love the subject, but you don't love it, if that makes sense. For those of you that have to take an exam, it's like you like the subject, it's interesting, it's intriguing, but to have to study for it to pass an exam is not something that you enjoy, and that's where you're feeling really, really uninspired. But for those of you that have to take some kind of certification or exam or regulatory thing that's required, do it. You need to do it. Now, what's coming up in the Strength is the reason why you need to do it is because of, again, the situation's so strong in your energy. There's been betrayal, deception, getting away with something that somebody shouldn't have gotten away with, and somebody using a lot of manipulation and trickery and that kind of stuff. Now, this could be the people that you're dealing with, the situation that you're walking into, but it does feel like it's in your Strength. So it's kind of like what's the word? You're the observer. You're not, because you're the observer, and you're not getting wrapped up into it. You can see it for what it is. Now, in the Strength position, there's a lot of very difficult endings here in your life that include betrayal and loss. So this could be a little bit triggering. However, young Cancer, what we have in your Strength is the Eight of Wands. And so there's going to be communication, and when communication starts to happen, this is going to speed up and it is going to resolve itself. There is going to be swift change, and it's going to manifest extremely quickly once it does begin to happen, right? Whatever is happening behind the scenes is happening, and it is going to involve a lot that you're going to need to take action. So Spirit is bringing me back to this whole sleep thing. Get your rest. Take advantage of this down period where you can get rest and put your boundaries down, and just kind of get the emotional rest that you need. Now, in the outcome, along with what I have to read here, we have imagination, right? So where that inspiration is getting kind of bottlenecked and you can't really find it, sometimes you do have to do what you need to do to pay the bills, is what Spirit says. And When that part of whatever is going on takes place, your imagination will begin to flow freely. And in the strength, I show abundance here. I show money, right? So there's a stability that's coming in by you allowing this situation to just play itself out in the background. There is stability and there is financial stability. What we have is wealth, financial security, family, long-term success, and contribution. Imagination now sets me free. Divine ones, I send my thanks to thee, right? So it does feel like it doesn't feel like you have to wait that long for this to manifest. This feels like it's happening right now. This feels like it's going to come to a conclusion very, very quickly. And once you get to this point where the stress is gone of whatever is happening in the background, what's going to happen is you're going to be able to focus on why you're there, which is the money, which is stability, which is fixing what it is that you want to fix financially. So that is showing up extremely strongly. Now, there are people here too that are looking up to you. They understand that you have a leadership quality, an experience about you that they are going to be extremely loyal to and grateful for. There's going to be, I do feel more recognition and money coming in once you are able to get through this situation. There's going to be an ultimate completion, but I do see it taking place over about the period of a year. And there will be a final manifestation, and a result of true will have come forward, right? So it is going to work out, but you're going to have to put the work and the effort into whatever this is. If it is an exam, make yourself do it. Make yourself study. Make yourself, make it the first thing that you do in the morning, and, schedule your 10-15 minutes throughout the day where you're looking at this stuff. And don't make yourself do something for 8, 9, 10 hours a day that you can't really put that kind of effort into, because then all it does is lead to you spinning your wheels and feeling much more frustrated. But if you take those small bouts of 10-15 minute increments about 3 or 4 times a day, you're going to get somewhere. It's going to lead you into pastures green. And that's what we have next in the outcome, is a harvest. Now, let me say something. It's only if you go through this challenge, right? You have to get to the other side of this challenge. You have to understand that the inspiration is not going to be there for you to study or get the certification or whatever it is that this pertains to. The inspiration is not going to be there, and it never is. But you're going to reap the reward like nobody's business once if it's an exam and you take it, you're going to pass it, and you're going to jump through the hoops. And it's going to be a huge feeling of satisfaction and liberation, and it's going to be extremely bountiful. As the waves of the ocean are infinite, as the trees in the forest grow tall, let my work now bring me to harvest. I am ready to receive it all. Now remember, a harvest takes at least a year, right? You plant a seed, and it's the following year that you're able to draw upon from that harvest. And not only is it for yourself, but it's for others, right? So this is very, very important what you're doing, and I do feel like it's going to be a success. Why do I feel that? Because it is something that you've been working on for a very, very long time. And we have the Knight of Pentacles here in the outcome. So what we have here is your hard work, productivity, routine, and conservation of your energy, and efficiently doing what you're doing and taking responsibility for this aspect of what needs to happen is going to lead to abundance. And your last card to verify all of that is the Sun card, the happiest card in the deck, right? That was the last card of your reading. So what we have is positivity, pleasure, happiness, vitality, fun, joy, warmth, celebration, success, rebirth, all is well. I do feel for those of you that are struggling physically, things are going to get better. I do feel as if you're going to have renewed hope, renewed joy. Now, I still feel that this is going to be over a period of a year, and it has to do with this challenge, right? So be patient. Understand that some things are a slow burn, not an instant firework, right? And those things that are slow burners are the ones that have the longevity. Those are the ones that you will reap the biggest rewards in. So it does look like things are going to work out in your favor, but it does require your commitment. Cancer, I hope this reading helped. For those of you that are struggling with this kind of stuff, need some life coaching, feel free to contact me at howlovetarot@gmail.com. For those of you that would like a personal reading, my information also there is in the description. I hope the reading helped, Cancer. You take care, and I'll speak to you soon.